Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Anna and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Illinois. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Western Michigan University. Take it away.
All right, hello. Let me just get my presentation up here. All right, hello. My name is Rachel Chabot, and I'm an admissions counselor from Western Michigan University. Now, we are a mid-sized university of about 17,000 undergraduate students. We're located in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And we started as a teacher school, but now we have over 150 different majors and minors. And really our goal is to help you explore and find your passion. We're going to give you the tools and support behind you to really pursue that wholeheartedly and find a job field that you can really thrive in. And the way that I think we do that really well is we kind of provide the benefits of a large university with things like our number of programs, our D1 athletics, our large alumni network, things like that, but also the benefits of a small university with things like our class sizes, our support systems, and our close-knit campus community. We do have 7 different academic colleges. We have nationally ranked programs in each of our academic colleges. Our average class size of 32 students allows us to be very hands-on and experience-based in our learning. And we are a top-tier national research university. So a lot of times that even means that professors will reach out to undergraduate students and give you the opportunity to participate in real published research as well. We're not going to throw you into these academically rigorous programs, however, without a lot of support. We offer academic support with things like our Bronco Study Zone, that's free tutoring, or our Campus Writing Center. They will help you with any piece of writing, whether it's coming up with an outline for your research paper or polishing up the rough draft for a scholarship essay. We also have something called supplemental instruction. So for some of our more notoriously difficult classes, we will hire someone who already passed that class with an A to hold specialized study sessions just for that class. We also support systems like our CDQ's Health Center if you're not feeling well, support like LGBT plus student services and Office of Diversity and Inclusion. We also have over 300 registered student organizations and clubs on campus, anything from Skydive Club to Swing Dance Club to Zombies versus Humans, which is a campus-wide Nerf war. So you are found to find your niche, find your people, or discover a brand new hobby. Like I said, we are located in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is about a 2-hour drive away. And it's not a huge city, but it's got a great urban feel. And there's a lot of great things going on, from different restaurants to museums, theaters, things like that. And also being close to Kalamazoo allows us to be close to big corporations that offer internships and jobs like Stryker and Whirlpool and Pfizer, things like that. So how do you get here? So our application process going forward, we are Common App exclusive. So if you're familiar with Common App, that's an organization that works with many different schools, so that many different universities, so that you can fill out one application and send that to several different schools. So you can still find a link to that through our website. We are going to ask for your official high school transcripts. We like to take a holistic review of that. So we like to look at GPA, but we're also going to look at the trend of your grades, your academic rigor in those classes, and also extracurriculars. We just want to get a good overall snapshot of you as a student. We also have an optional essay that's highly recommended to just share whatever you think is really relevant for us to know about you as a student. We are test optional for the ACT and SAT, so you do not need to take those. If you do take those and report those results on your application, we will need those results. We only take a look at test scores if we feel that they help your application. So there's no downsides to giving those to us. We also recommend that you apply by your early action deadline of December 15th if you're interested in aviation flight science, or you just want to be considered for the maximum amount of scholarships. Going into a little bit about costs, at the top here is our average in-state tuition and average out-of-state tuition. We try to keep our out-of-state tuition low to welcome all of our out-of-state students. So on any given year, there's only going to be about a $3,000 difference between in-state and out-of-state tuition. Then they did a calculation here for room and board. Now you are at no point required to live on campus, but it's highly recommended. About 90% of our first year students choose to live on campus. So those will be, you'll see our total estimated cost there at the bottom. So how can we take this number down even more? Through our financial aid and scholarship. So right here we have our first year admission scholarships. And besides the medallion scholarship, they are based on your GPA at time of admission. So as long as you applied by that early action deadline of December 15th, then you'll see here our GPAs. If you reach that GPA, then whatever the highest scholarship is that you reach, you will automatically get that scholarship. There's no separate application, no separate process for that. You just automatically get that scholarship. The only different one is our medallion scholarship. What that is for when we receive your applications in the fall, we choose 60 exceptional students who go on to an interview process with our selection committee. And then we choose 20 medallion scholars each year to receive that scholarship. But these are not the only scholarships on campus. Students also get access to Scholarship Universe. That is an online database of thousands of scholarships. Departmental scholarships, whether it might be through example, our alumni office or your academic college or anything like that, as well as third-party scholarships that have been vetted by the university. So once you're admitted, you can log in there, fill out your profile, and it'll match you up to scholarships that you are eligible for. If you'd like to learn more about WMU, we are open for in-person info sessions and also tours. So please feel free to reach out. Once again, my name is Rachel Chabot, so feel free to look me up and send me an email if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Grand Valley State University.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Wallace Holder. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at Grand Valley State University. On your screen, you're going to see my contact information. My email address is holderw@gvsu.edu. I'm always happy to answer your questions about the university. So I'll put this up again a little bit later on in our presentation. So over the years, Grand Valley State University has received numerous accolades, including being named one of the best universities in the Midwest by the Princeton Review, one of America's top colleges by Forbes magazine, and even one of America's best college buys for 25 consecutive years. I'll tell you a little bit more about why this is the case in just a second. We've also received national recognition for undergraduate programs in both engineering and business. And our graduates are primed for success. 90% are employed or pursuing advanced degrees. They've achieved outstanding pass rates on national licensure exams in areas such as nursing, engineering, education, and even areas like speech language pathology. And our cost of education at Grand Valley allows for 35% of our students to graduate completely debt-free. Now, a little bit about Grand Valley State University. We are a four-year public university with a main campus in Allendale. That puts us just outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan, the second largest city in the state. And our 22,000 students at Grand Valley can choose from over 300 areas of study, specifically over 100 undergraduate and graduate degree programs across a wide range of disciplines, from areas like arts and psychology to even cybersecurity. And they do this in an average class size of 26 students. Now, learning extends beyond Allendale, Michigan at Grand Valley State University. The world is your classroom at Grand Valley State University. Our students have the opportunity for mentorship and collaboration on research with some of the top faculty in the nation, as well as we were ranked number 6 in the nation for master's degree granting institutions of our size, because we offer over 4,000 study abroad programs for our students. Over 7,000 of our students have participated in experiential learning, so real world hands-on learning opportunities in areas, for example, like engineering co-ops, nursing clinicals, student teaching, and various other areas. So you can be assured that everything that you're learning in the classroom, you can take with you into the real world while you're still a student. You can practice, you can experiment, you can hone your skills before graduation. Now, our required cost of attendance at Grand Valley State University is very competitive. It's among the lowest in the state, if not in the nation. And there's a tremendous value when it comes to your cost of education. So what you'll see right here is for a non-Michigan resident, so let's say Illinois students, for example, you're looking at about $28,000. That's your required cost. That includes your tuition for your courses, as well as free academic tutoring and other resources that will provide social accommodation and acclimation to college, use of our recreation and fitness facilities, and more. And then the $9,000 you see is for your room and board. That also includes a standard meal plan. Now, our financial aid counselors in the Office of Financial Aid and Scholarships are always happy to assist our students and to assist you when it comes to learning about all of the various resources that can help lower this cost and assist you as you go through your education at Grand Valley. So the application for admission for Grand Valley State University can be found on our website at gvsu.edu/apply. We require a $30 application fee or a fee waiver. So your counselor can send the NACAC fee waiver form or even send us a quick email requesting that fee waiver on your behalf. And then in addition to that, we will require your official high school transcripts. And for the fall of 2022, we are test optional. And so that is entirely up to you whether or not you submit standardized test scores. However, if you are a student who you have had the opportunity to take one of the standardized tests, such as the ACT or SAT, or maybe you plan on taking those tests and anticipate that you'll do pretty well, if you've scored on the higher end of those tests, you may want to consider sending those test results to us in order to be considered for some of our top scholarships. But we do have test optional scholarship options available for students as well. And our test optional scholarship requires a 3.3 GPA, and it allows you to pay the same cost as a Michigan resident, as well as we'll give you some additional money on top of that. So basically, I would say the freshmen who came to Grand Valley this year, we had just a little over 4,000. They came with an average GPA between 3.3 and 3.9, as well as test scores ranging from 1010 to 1230 on the SAT. So really important for you, if you're a high school senior, you must apply and be admitted to Grand Valley by December 31st for full scholarship consideration by the Office of Admission. So again, here's my contact information. I'm Wallace Holder, Assistant Director of Admissions at Grand Valley State University. You can always reach me at holderw@gvsu.edu. I'm always happy to answer your questions about my alma mater. As well, we have in-person and virtual campus visit opportunities for you. So please feel free to check out our website at gvsu.edu/visit. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great evening and go Lakers.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Ferris State University.
Okay, hello, my name is Deb Savitas, and I am the coordinator of out-of-state recruitment from Ferris State University. We are located in Big Rapids, Michigan, which is about 3.5 hours away from Chicago by car. We have been fortunate, though we were founded in 1884, we have held on to those core values that we began with: collaboration, diversity, ethical community, excellence, learning, and opportunity. Our founder, who is pictured in the center of the back row in this picture, was very forward thinking enough to make it so that we can never remove his name from our school name. We are a medium-sized four-year state university. We have just over 11,000 students total and about 8,000 on the main campus. Our students come from 44 different states and 39 countries, but with that being said, about 93% do still come from Michigan. Our student to teacher ratio is 16:1, and the average class size is about 23. We do have some classes that are larger like chemistry, but on average, they'll be very small. We are 24% non-white and are always working to improve our diversity. And the average GPA of students coming in as freshmen is a 3.3 GPA. About a quarter of our students are first generation students. So we have extra support for students coming in who don't have the information available to them that other students would have whose parents have been to a university. What does it take to become a Bulldog? We look for a 2.5 GPA, and if you've taken either the SAT or the ACT, we look for a 17 on the ACT or a 900 on the SAT. We are test optional. We have been for a few years, and we look for a it says 2.75, but we actually just changed it this year to a 2.5 to come in test optional. And we do have scholarships for test optional students as well. You can apply for Ferris at ferris.edu/apply. It's always free, and it takes about 15 or 20 minutes because we don't require an essay. We have about 190 different degree granting programs ranging from associate's degrees through doctoral degrees, and it's a very eclectic mix. So in the College of Arts and Sciences, we have communication, biology, computer science, education, journalism, social work, psychology, just to name a few. And in the College of Business, we have criminal justice, digital media software engineering. We have professional golf and professional tennis management, finance, accounting, and many more. And in the College of Engineering Technology, we have welding, construction management, architecture, plastics engineering, electrical engineering, HVAC, and again, those are just a few of the programs. And then in health professions, we have nursing all the way through a doctoral degree, public health, dental hygiene, and many, many more. The two major doctoral degrees we have are pharmacy and optometry. Pharmacy, we have 100% pass rate on the state boards, and it is a 3+4 program. So you're in your undergrad for 3 years, and then your graduate school for 4 years, and you're a doctor in 7 years. We have a new building, and we've added on due to some donations made to the university recently. And then optometry is the same. It is a 3+4 program. It is the only college of optometry in Michigan. And the benefit of doing the pre-program when you're thinking of doing the doctoral degree is that you will know the doctoral professors and have a relationship built with them before you apply. We also have support for our students not listed here. We have the Multicultural Student Service Center, the Latinx Center, the LGBTQ+ Center. We have disability services. We have the Health Center with professional counseling and doctors. We have Academic Literacy Center, Structured Learning Assistance classes, and the Education and Career Counseling. We do require students to live on campus their first year only, and you would live in a residence hall. After that, if you choose to live on campus, you can, but you're not required to. If you choose to, we have suite style living and campus apartments, and all of our meal plans are unlimited. We have live-learn communities for you to get involved on campus, which is really important. The honors program is the most well-known, but all of them give you a community-focused education, enhanced academic opportunities, leadership, and peer mentorship opportunities. If you don't get involved that way, it is a good idea to get involved through a registered student organization or through Bulldog Beginnings, the Big Event, Music for Life. We do have study abroad, and we also have about 70% of our students do internships. We're Division II for all of our athletics except hockey, which is Division I. So we do have potential scholarships there if you're an athlete. And if you just want to be involved in your sport, but you're not looking to be a varsity athlete, we do have club and intramural sports. And if you don't see one you love, you can create your own. So you leave a legacy when you graduate, which is nice. As far as price, it comes to about $25,600 per year. 13 of that is tuition based on 14 credits per semester. Room and board is about 10,000. Then you add books and supplies, travel and expenses. You're looking at just over 25,000 a year before any scholarships or financial aid hit. After that first year, you can live on campus or wherever you like. And this is, like I said, before any kind of scholarships. We do not charge more for out-of-state tuition, so you'll pay the same as a Michigan resident. The incoming freshman scholarships are listed here. We do go by the test score and your GPA, and they are renewable up to 4 years. So this will stay with you as long as you stay full-time and maintain your GPA. And then test optional scholarships are available as well. So if you come in test optional, you can still get scholarships to help you get through the year. These are also renewable up to 4 years. So you'll have plenty of scholarship money available to you if you plan to finish in 4 years. Thank you very much for your time. I will put my email in the chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you very much for your time and for being here tonight with us.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Wayne State University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm just going to share my screen and get this going. Thanks for being here. So, as I mentioned, my name is Erica Searcy. I am an admissions at Wayne State, and I'm very excited to talk to you about it. At any point you want more information or you would like Wayne State to start sending you reminders when it's time to apply, go ahead and scan that QR code, which will be on every screen. Wayne State was actually sorry, I pre-recorded my voice on some of these. Let me go back. There we go. Wayne State was founded in 1868, and originally we were a medical school. We were Detroit Medical College. We officially became Wayne State University in 1956, and no worries if you don't want to be a doctor. We have 13 schools and colleges, which I'll go over on the next slide. We are the 3rd largest university in Michigan, and we are in the top 50 largest in terms of population, with just around 27,000 students from 48 states and 76 different countries. We're really excited and proud to be Michigan's most diverse campus, and really believe that it's diversity that really enriches college education and your experience.
Wayne State University.
Oh no, sorry guys with the voice, let me go back. Okay, so like I said, we are Michigan's only public research university, and we have 13 schools and colleges that you can see listed there. Everything from a College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, all the way down to our business school, College of Nursing, Fine Performance and Communications Arts, and more. Among those 13 schools and colleges, we have 350 majors to choose from. And even though we are a large school and have the benefits that come with that, we have a relatively small student to faculty ratio. I myself was never in a class with more than 25 students. Just to give you a sense of some of the things that we are recognized for, we have the top 2 medical and law schools in the state of Michigan. We're in the top 100 fine arts programs in the country. We were named top 100 most innovative schools. We are in the top 20% for social work programs. And last but not least, we have been listed among the best business schools by Princeton Review.
So I spoke a little bit earlier.
To give you a sense of just where we stand in terms of profiles for students, we admitted our largest class just last year with a little over 3,000 students. About half of them applied test optional, which we are offering to seniors in high school this year again. And their average GPA was 3.43 and average SAT was 1110 and ACT of 24. However, these are by no means admissions requirements, as we like to look at students overall. We're simply not going to admit you based on a certain GPA or a certain test score. So we encourage you to apply and submit as many things as possible. We are a Research One university at Wayne State. For you, this means there are a ton of opportunities to get involved in internships, potentially be paid for the research you do, and to really amplify your resume and get that hands-on experience outside of the classroom. Something that I really appreciated as a student at Wayne State was how much I felt supported on campus. We have students from literally every walk of life, and I think Wayne State really wants to meet students where their challenges are at, no matter what the barrier. So in addition to having things like free tutoring for all general undergraduate classes, a writing center, counseling and psychological services, we also have things on campus like a food pantry for students who may need to grab some extra groceries here and there. We have a warrior wardrobe where you can go pick up a perfectly nice suit that's gently used if you had an interview, but you may not be able to afford a brand new suit. One of the biggest universities in the state is we have a lot to do. There are over 500 student organizations and clubs, everything from sororities, fraternities, intramural groups, art groups, professional groups, squirrel feeding club. If you can think it, we probably have it. We also have 18 NCAA teams. We are Division II with the exception of our fencing team, which is Division I. So I encourage you to find your corner and your space on campus. In terms of living on campus, we have space for 3,500 students within our 7 residence halls and apartments. There are living learning communities that help to make the campus feel even smaller and more intimate if you wanted to join, including our first year resident experience where you'll be housed with other fellow freshmen like yourself and be able to have access to events and resources specifically within your learning community.
If I haven't said it already.
Oh. My bad. I need to get those recordings off there. Sorry about that, guys. So location is everything. We are the only urban public research university in the state of Michigan. You'll have access to everything that comes with a great large city, including restaurants, businesses, internships. If you're thinking medicine or law or STEM, there's no better place than to be in an urban environment because you have access to all businesses, all hospitals and infrastructure of a city at your fingertips for both fun and professional endeavors. Whoops, jumping the gun here. Here we go. Applying is very simple. You want to either apply through the Common App or wayne.edu/apply. Make sure you submit your transcripts. And if you're going to submit a test score, you certainly can. But if you're going to go without, you'll need to submit additional documents for test optional.
In terms of tuition.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in-state tuition is about $14,000. We offer in-state tuition plus 10% to all of our Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Ontario students. So keep that in mind. We also have a ton of financial aid, which makes us incredibly affordable.
In terms of
that is my time. So that's my information. Please make sure to ask me any questions. You can text, call, or email. I'm happy to help. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Saginaw Valley State University.
Hi there, guys. This is Melinda from Saginaw Valley State University. I'm just going to share my screen here. And I'm not having success at it because I have a little problem going. There we go. Share screen. Let's go right here. All right. Hopefully you can get that going. All right.
Never mind. It's coming up now.
Okay. Okay, now we can see it. Okay, I just said we've got some weather going on over here on this side of the state, so I'm having a couple of issues with that. But let me get started. My name is Melinda Gracious. I'm from Saginaw Valley State University. I always like to start off with a picture of our campus. And the reason I like to start off with that is because we've just been ranked as one of the nicest looking campuses in the state. And right now with the fall colors coming in, it makes it even a prettier campus to be on. Where is our campus? It's in the heart of the Great Lakes on the Bay region there. So it's right on Lake Huron there. And we are nestled in between 3 very nice larger cities, Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland, which makes it really nice for our students to get involved, to get engaged within their community, and get out there and get those experiential experiences along with their academics on our campus. But our campus is a beautiful campus in the resort area there on the beach, and there's lots of activities to do on campus and off campus. Our campus is about 8,000 students, so that puts us at a mid-sized university and probably to the smaller size. Many people refer to us as a public university with a little private school flavor. We also have over 100 undergraduate programs at our school. We are known for being a teaching school, meaning our professors are to be on campus to teach. They're not there primarily to do research, but that doesn't mean that our students don't do research on our campus. They do research with their professors' guidance, and they get published right along with their professors. Our campus also has 5 colleges. Those 5 colleges are Arts and Behavioral Sciences, Science, Education and Technology, College of Education, Health and Human Services, Carmona College of Business. Some of our major, most popular majors within those colleges are going to be nursing. Nursing is probably one of our largest, we are one of the largest nursing programs in the state of Michigan, all the way up to the nurse practitioner. Social work, again, is one of, we have one of the largest in Michigan. Pre-health or pre-med is a very popular, strong program at our school. Our students do very, very well when they apply to those med schools. Engineering, mechanical, electrical engineering. We have a new one coming up this next year, computer information systems engineering. Our engineer students, because of our location, do their internships down there at GM and Ford, which gives them, again, that hands-on experience. Psychology is another very popular major. Criminal justice, education, K through 12, with the opportunity to reach out to those 3 communities, Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland, and they can go into a big school, small school, private school, and really get some experience in a lot of different areas. Our business programs are accredited through the AACSB, so our students get out there and do some really neat things with their programs. We are also a Division II college, so we are the Cardinals. We have over 19 men's and women's teams that we compete throughout the state of Michigan. We have an indoor field house there that's less than 10 years old, which has our indoor soccer and football field and indoor track with an amazing pool right next to it, and basketball courts and jazz bands and everything that gets our kids going. But if you're not that kind of a student that you don't want to compete at that level, at the Division II NCAA level, we have over 36 intramural or club sports. Hockey is probably one of our biggest club sports that students compete on, but we want our students to get involved. We want our students to de-stress. We want our students to stay healthy and get involved in some of these extracurricular activities. Once we start looking at where they live, we have been ranked #1 in the nation with our dorms for a couple of years now. And the reason is our dorms are really nice. They have full-size kitchens in it, meaning they have a full-size refrigerator, stove, microwave, private bedrooms and private bathrooms. And that's just the freshman dorms. The upperclassmen live in townhouses with 2 stories and full-size kitchens with dishwashers, and patio doors can have grills outside. In between the townhouses are volleyball courts and basketball courts, again, for our students to gather and relax and de-stress. Once our students are in the dorms, we want to keep them active and involved beyond their academics. We have over 200 clubs and organizations our students get involved in. We have the Greek fraternities and sororities. We have the professional clubs like the Nursing Association, to the Exercise Science Association, where you can work with your mentors to get those job shadowing experiences to your internships. We also have some really fun clubs, and I heard some other fun clubs from some of the other campuses. I think our most popular is called the Pie Club. Yes, they get together and they eat pie and see whose pie is best. They also compete against the Cake Club. I'm not sure how many calories, or those 15 calories that those freshmen put on are due to the Pie and Cake Club, but our students have fun. They make friends, they make lifelong friends, and they always call it that it's part of the Cardinal Nest family. What's next? Cost. We are the lowest in tuition for 14 credits per semester or 28 credits per year, lowest tuition rate in the state of Michigan of the public universities. So we start out with about a $24,000, and then we add housing and meals, and that's the most meals in the private housing there. It's $11,100, and then books and supplies, that's very miscellaneous there. It comes out to about $36,000. But what makes it very affordable for an out-of-state student is our Red and White Award. You only need a GPA of 2.5 and you qualify for the Red and White Award. So then that brings you back down to a Michigan residence tuition rate, and it makes it, again, very affordable. These are our private scholarships, and no tests are required. And all you need to do is turn in your transcript. And to apply to Saginaw, you can apply today. We are a test optional school. SAT and ACT are not required. And for more information, please get a hold of me at my email. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Michigan State University.
Hey, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Last but not least, hopefully you're still hanging in there with us. My name is Sylvia Hernandez. I am one of the managers of Illinois recruitment based right here in Chicago. I work with my colleague Steve Landgraf, and we cover the full state of Illinois. And I will put our contact information in the chat when I'm finished here. But just want to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of Michigan State University. We are a large four-year public institution located in East Lansing, Michigan. We are the 9th largest school in the country, so we are a very big place. We have just over 50,000 students now are the most updated numbers, with the majority of those being undergraduates working on their first degree. We do get students from all 50 states and every single county in the state of Michigan, as well as about 130 different countries in any non-COVID years. So we really do have a diverse student body from students coming from all over the country, as well as underrepresented populations, first generation students. So you're going to meet someone like you, someone the complete opposite of you, and everywhere in between. We do have over 200 areas of study. So there are a lot of majors to choose from, lots of things that you probably have never even heard of before, and lots of things that you have heard of. So our most popular majors for incoming students are going to be business, education, engineering, science, and psychology. But we do have 32 programs that do rank in the top 25. So very strong undergraduate academic programs, even if you're looking at going into something that's maybe not as popular. When we talk about the size of our institution and us being a big school, usually we get a lot of questions about how that relates to class sizes. So you can see here our student to faculty ratio, and about 84% of our courses do have 50 students or fewer. So you're going to have maybe 3 to 5 big lecture hall classes at Michigan State, but you'll still have some of those regular classroom style setting courses as well. Our students are also very successful after graduation. You'll see we do have a 93% job placement rate, and we also are about 12% higher than the national average. A lot of that has to do with the opportunities that you have both in and outside of the classroom. So in addition to that major experience that you have with your classroom, you also have lots of entrepreneurship opportunities, undergraduate research opportunities, and study abroad. So we want our students to be really active outside of the classroom as well. Our entrepreneurship program is one of the top ranked. We're in the top 25 for entrepreneurship, and we do offer a full entrepreneurship minor for students, and any student can add an entrepreneurship and innovation minor if they're interested. We also are a tier 1 research institution, so we do have a lot of opportunities for undergraduate research experiences. So although, yes, we do have graduate students on campus and our faculty are involved in research, we want to make sure you as an undergraduate student have the opportunity. We even have some paid undergraduate research opportunities that students can start as early as freshman year. We also have a really strong education abroad program. We have over 275 programs, and they can be geared toward your major, culture, language, history, just about anything and everything. And we do go to all continents. So, you know, if it's not cold enough for you in the Midwest, you can even go down to Antarctica. We do go there. As far as opportunities outside of the classroom on the social side of things, as you can imagine, being such a big institution with about 50,000 students, there is no shortage of activity. So lots of things that you can become involved with. We do have over 900 student organizations. Those range from academic clubs and professional organizations to religious groups, service groups, cultural interest groups, Greek life, performing arts, sports clubs, anything and everything. We probably have it on campus. And if we don't have a club or organization that you're looking for, it only takes you and a few other students to start. We are also a very cultural campus. We do host over 150 concerts each year. We have our own art museum on campus, and we also have the largest theater in the greater Lansing area. So all of the Broadway shows come right to campus to our Wharton Center. So a few of us, when we were on campus a couple of years ago, we got to go see The Waitress. I know Hamilton was our most recent show there. So lots of things that you can do on the cultural side. We also are a very big campus when we talk about campus size. We own over 5,500 acres. We have a river that runs through campus, over 12 miles of bike paths. We have botanical gardens. We have an arboretum, lots of different things and lots of spaces to really explore on our campus. We also are Division I for varsity athletics. So we are part of the Big Ten Conference. We do have new updated, actually 23 Division I varsity sports. We also have a lot of clubs and intramurals. We do have 3 fitness and recreation centers located throughout our campus as well. And all of our students are required to live on campus for their first 2 years. We do have enough housing for you to live on campus all 4 years if you want to stay, but you are only required to live on campus for 2 years. So lots of things to do both in and outside of the classroom. If you like what you hear and you are interested in potentially applying to Michigan State, we do accept 3 different ways to apply. You can do the MSU application, the common application, or the coalition application. We don't care which one you fill out, so please fill out whichever one is easiest for you. I promise we are not your absolute hardest application, but we won't be your easiest one either. We're kind of right there in the middle. We do a very holistic review of applications. So we're going to be looking pretty heavily at your transcripts, looking to see what courses you took 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. We do also want to see your senior schedule. We do look at rigor of curriculum. So did you take any advanced courses while you were in your high school experience? We will take that into consideration. We also look at 1 essay, and we do not require letters of recommendation. Last but not least, we are test optional. And so if you have a test and you like your test score, send it in. If you don't have a test or can't take one, don't send it in. You're still considered for full admission and full merit-based scholarships. And I think I'm at my time.
Thank you. I'd just like to invite all of the reps to come back on for a quick round of Q&A. So everyone can come back on camera, and in the same order that you presented in, I'll just have everyone share what advice you would give someone going through the college search process. Starting
All
with
right,
questions. Michigan.
All right, I will start. So my biggest advice I would give for the college search process is to go out and really visit, take advantage of campus visits at the schools that you're going to. A lot of times you do get a lot better feel of just the size of the campus and the atmosphere, to kind of better see if it's going to be a good fit for you. I also know that it helps you with those sort of anxieties going into college to see where you would be eating, where you would be sleeping, things like that, just to get a better view. If the college is going to be a good fit for you. So I know a lot of places are offering virtual visits right now, but in person, if possible, I would get on, try to tour as many as that you're interested in.
My piece of advice would be to apply for scholarships, in addition to those that might be offered to you automatically based on your application for admission to a particular college. Just really take that time to think about the various resources that are around you, that are in your local area. Take full advantage of your guidance and counseling office when it comes to these resources. You really won't regret the effort, the time that you put into this, because literally, if you are chosen to receive a scholarship, you've basically just been paid per page for whatever essay you wrote for that particular award. So that's pretty awesome. So don't count yourself out when it comes to opportunities like that. Every dollar counts in this process.
My advice would be to ask all the questions. Every question you think of that you have, reach out to someone, ask that question. Don't assume that the information will come in an email or a text. Go ahead and just reach out to your recruiter and ask those questions. And if you're having trouble or struggling with anything, reach out and let people know so that they can help you through the process.
Absolutely. I want to echo what all of my colleagues have said. I couldn't agree more, especially if you have the chance to see a campus, to get a feel for it, even if you can't see it, if you don't have access to being physically on campus, asking a lot of questions to get a sense of what does it feel like, what is the sense, what is the culture, and does it sound like something that you want to be part of? Will you fit in? And then the last thing I will say is, please remember that as much as you want to go to a college and you feel like you need college, colleges need you. So keep that in mind. That really does sort of change the way I think students will look at it. We need you in order to continue to be the great schools that we all are. So keep that in mind, and good luck.
Great advice from my cohort co-people out there. It's I would, during your senior year in high school, it is a really great time to ask your parents where they went to school, ask your aunt and uncle where they went to school, ask your teachers where they went to school, get all that information. Don't pick your college because your best friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend's going there. And visit more than one school. Visit a big school, visit a small school, visit a private school, visit a community college. Don't base your decisions on just that dollar sign there. You want a school that is the best fit for you and the best fit for your family, that has the program that you and only you are interested in. So do your homework is what I'm saying, and ask those questions just like everybody else said.
And last but not least, have fun with the process. It is very daunting, it's very overwhelming, so it will be a little stressful, but make sure you keep some fun in it because it is a really exciting time.
Great. Thank you all so much for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back at the schedule and sign up for more sessions, and you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivestand.com/Illinois. So again, thank you all. Have a good rest of your evening.